Hello friends, good morning all of you. Welcome back to the class. I hope you all are safe at home and healthy too. Now, in this session 4, we are going to discuss the HOTS, higher order thinking skill questions based on the properties of determinants. Okay, so let's try to understand few questions through this session to develop your skill. Thereafter, you may complete the exercise as well as the miscellaneous exercise from NCERT textbook. Now let's have a look. So what is the question here we have? See, this is a determinant given which equal to 0 already, and then we have to show 1 plus xyz is equal to 0. How can we do this? As you know that if any elements of any column or row are expressible as the sum of the two variables or numbers, this can be split into two different or two smallest determinants. Let us say here this is there, so I am just splitting this determinant into two parts. One is the x, y, z, x square, y square, z square, and by keeping the first element in the first determinant plus and the second set of elements in the second determinant by keeping rest of the columns remain same. X, y, z, x square, y square, z square, x cube, y cube, and z cube. Now you can simply say here, right? Here nothing is common first, and from the second determinant I can take x as a common factor from R1, y from R2, z from R3. So that is I am going to do first by keeping this first determinant as it is. So x square, y square, z square, 1, 1, 1. So what I have taken here, x is from R1, y from z, R2, z from R3. Then the remaining will be 1, 1, 1, x, y, z, x square, y square, z square. Just I have taken the common factors. Now if I see here, these two determinants are basically same. How? Just by shifting the terms. If I shift these two columns, like let us say I am shifting uh, first column wise, right? Column 1 is shifted with column 3. I'm just swiping column 1 and column 3. So this column will come over here and XYZ go here. And thereafter, then I will again shifting or swiping C2 and C3. Just have applied these two operations simultaneously, then automatically this becomes identical with this determinant just by swiping the columns twice. So it becomes 1, 1, 1, x, y, z, then x square, y square, z square. So what is left with? See, 1, 1, 1, x, y, z, x square, y square, z square. Now here 1 as a quotient. If we observe this determinant is common, so I can take this determinant as a common factor. Why I can do this? Because we know that determinant is nothing but it's simply a number that may be a real or complex. So since it's a number, I can take it as a common factor. So now the determinant as a common factor. So what is left with if I take this as a common factor? I'm left with 1 plus xyz and writing this step. So just I'm erasing this one. So what is the left factor? I'm writing again here. Delta equal to 1 plus x, y, z into what we have 1, 1, 1 x, y, z x square, y square, z square. Correct. Now I need to which is equal to what? 0. Already it is there. So now I need to simplify this 3 by 3 determinant by applying any row operation or column operation, because as I know that if there are three ones, I can make two zeros by just applying the row operation here. So that is I am going to do here. What I am applying here, see, I wanted to make this is 0. So I am changing R1 with R1 minus R2. Then I simply apply R2. I will change R2 thereafter by simply R2 minus R3. So I am applying both the operation one after the other. Try to understand. Delta equal to 1 plus xyz. First apply the first operation. R1 is going to change like R1 minus R2. 1 minus 1 is 0. It would be x minus y. X square minus y square. Similarly, it would be 0. It would be y minus z. Then y square minus z square. So what is left? The third row as it is. There is no change in the third row. Now as you know, this is already become an identity. I can factorize this one as x minus y into x plus y minus z into y plus z. If I do that factorization, then I will be able to get x minus y as a common factor from R1, y minus z as a common factor from R2. Okay, so that I am doing directly, right? 1 plus x, y, z. I have taken x minus y as a common factor from R1, y minus z from R2. So I am just writing the left factors. 0, 1, we are left with x plus y. 0, 1, y plus z. 1, z and z square. Nothing else. Now the only step is left is what? Open this determinant with the help of C1. My C1 की मदद से इस determinant की value को expand कर रहा हूँ. So if I do that, what I am going to get as a final step? See, delta equal to 1 plus xyz into x minus y into y minus z. If you open with this 3 by 3 determinant with the help of C1, you will definitely get z minus x. I am not simplifying this part. I hope you will be able to do this. That's why I am writing this factor as z minus x. Now this is equal to given as 0. So now you can easily understand that if the product of four factors is 0, then ultimately this may be 0 or this may be 0 or this may be 0 or this may be 0, right? But in this question, I forgot to write the information about this question. Some information also given that x, y and z are positive and unequal. The important clue of this question is x, y, z are positive and they are unequal. So ultimately what you will say here, if they are unequal, so it cannot be equal to 0. Means x minus y cannot be equal to 0, y minus z cannot be equal to 0, z minus x is cannot equal to 0. Therefore, it implies that 1 plus x minus x y z must be 0, as x is not equal to y is not equal to z. Still they are positive and they are not equal, hence they cannot be 0, hence this would be 0. That is your solution. I hope you understood this question. How we started with, we have splitted the determinant into two smaller determinants. Then I have taken some common factors. As I told you, whenever you start with the question, always look the rows and column element. If such factors are common, then please take it out first so that it can become a simplest determinant to solve. Now we'll move to the next question, which is fully logical. The question is just find the value of or find the value of the determinant given as a to the power of x plus a to the power of minus x the whole square. Second column, a to the power of x minus a to the power of minus x the whole square, and 1. Here a to the power of y plus a to the power of minus y the whole square, a to the power of y minus a to the power of minus y the whole square, a to the power of z, a to the power of minus z the whole square, a to the power of z minus a to the power of minus z whole square. So if we observe this question, it looks like a complicated question, complicated determinant, but there is a fully logical question. Simply, it's basically framed on the identity that a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, right? If I do this or if I subtract this, you can say अगर मैं इन दोनों को subtract करता हूँ दोनों identities को, ultimately the left factor is what? 4ab only. So this is basically framed based on this identity a plus b whole square minus a minus b the whole square equal to 4ab. So this is what actually the factor from C1, this factor from C2. So I am going to do that only. See, अगर मैं ये ऑपरेशन लगा रहा हूँ C1 minus C2, I am writing C1. C1 is going to modify by applying this operation C1 minus C2. If I do this, I am just showing the rough calculation first, then I will write the determinant. If I do that, a to the power of x, I am just solving the first factor. A to the power of minus x whole square minus a to the power of x minus a to the power of minus x the whole square, which will be given as 4 times of a to the power of x into a to the power of minus x. Just like this identity, I am just applying this identity. So ultimately, here powers are added. So plus x minus x get cancelled. So ultimately, a to the power of 0 and this value is 1. So we are left with 4. So what I mean to say, when you apply this column operation, so this factor minus this factor will give 4. Similarly, this factor minus this factor will also give 4. So in that manner, if I do, so the delta equal to, we are left with 4, 4 and 4, and the column 2 will remain same. And here 1, 1, 1. Now you can simply say I can take 4 as a common factor. So ultimately what you will say here, if I take 4 as a common factor from C1, then 1, 1, 1, this will be remain same and this will be 1, 1. I can say column 1 and column 3 are identical, hence the determinant value is 0, then 4 into 0 will be 0, the final answer is 0. How simple it is. Okay, only the clue point of this question is the identity. Which is the identity we are using? A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. So column 1 minus column 2 will reduce to 4ab form. When I simplify 4ab form, I was getting 4 only. So in that way every quantity becomes 4 in the column 1. Then I can also simply say column 1 and column 3 are identical, they are proportional. In this way also I can say it is 0 directly. Other way to speak is what? I can take 4 as a common factor and then I can say column 1 and column 3 are identical. Both the way the answer would be 0. Now coming to the next logical question. I'm taking the questions from the textbook itself. See how they are framing this one. As we have discussed in this session as a first question, it is based on that only again. If I take x, y and z, and it is x cube, y cube and z cube, then 1 plus px cube, 1 plus py cube, 1 plus pz cube is equal to, we have to prove that 1 plus pxyz into x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. I'm just writing the question here. I'm not explaining this here. Now you can simply think about this question. Simply these are the elements in C3 expressible as the sum of two numbers or variables. Hence, I can split this determinant into two simplest determinants, and thereafter I can take common as p, x, y, z. I will get this as a common factor. Then I will left with only one determinant. By solving it, I will be able to get this value. So I hope you understood this process already. We have discussed the question number one in this session. It is just similar to that question. Okay, I am leaving this solution for you people only. I am writing the next question. Right. So now here I am taking the other question, which is a little bit difficult the students are facing in this question. I am taking the question from the exercise itself. See, in the textbook, it is question number 13 from the exercise 4.2. Okay. Now, what is that question? Prove that delta, which is equal to, very critical question it is, 1 plus a square minus b square 2ab minus 2b is 2ab, and then it is 2ab 1 minus a square plus b square, it's 2a 2b minus 2a 1 minus a square minus b square, which we need to prove 1 plus a square plus b square the whole cube. Correct. Now just try to get an idea about this question. It's a very regular question there in the NCERT itself, and it is being asked many a times in boards for 4 months. Now it's, है ना, ये ऐसा क्वेश्चन है कि थॉट प्रोसेस डायरेक्टली डेवलप नहीं होता है until unless you need to think rationally. So in some determinant questions like this, you need to think critically, right? बहुत ही ज़्यादा हमको extraordinary सोचना होगा, then only you will get an idea for that. Now, what is my focus is how to get this factor 1 plus a square plus b square. So I am just trying to link this element and this element. If I multiply this element with b, it becomes 2b square. If I add 2b square to this, so ultimately this factor reduced to what? 1 plus a square minus b square plus 2b square will give plus b square. So I am able to get this. So this is a thought process to start the question. So I am just doing that one first to get the factor. What I am going to do here, R1 I am going to change. How I am going to change the R1? R1 plus B times of R3. This is the first operation. So I am changing R1. So I am writing first what is that R1. It becomes what? 1 plus A square plus B square. This is, and it becomes what? The second element would be 0. If I do this B, so minus 2B plus B becomes minus B, and then it would be what? Minus A square B minus B cube. Okay, after applying this operation, R1 will become like this: minus 2b plus b minus ba square minus b cube. That's it. Now, after applying this, now there is another chance to make 1 plus a square plus b square. Here, if I relate these two elements, right? So if I multiply this element with a, it becomes 2a square then. So if I add the r, if I subtract this 2a square from here, I will be able to get one more a, 1 plus a square plus b square. So that is what in row 2 I am going to change like row 2 minus a times of R3. R2 is going to change like R2 minus a times of R3. So ultimately this element becomes 0. The middlemost element becomes 1 plus a square plus b square. And the third one, if you imagine, it will become what? Minus a plus a cube plus ab square. Okay, so what we get here? No, it becomes plus a, right? Now, then the third row remains same. मैं third row को कोई disturb नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Third row के elements as it is there. Just see what is the advantage of these two operations. From row 1, if I take minus b as a common factor, यहाँ से मैं minus b को common factor ले रहा हूँ और यहाँ से a as a common factor. What I will get? See, 1 plus a square plus b square, it's 0. If I take minus b as a common factor from this element, I will be left with 1 plus a square plus b square, 0. 1 plus a square plus b square. If I take a as a common factor, so it would be 1 plus a square plus b square, and the row 3 remains same from the beginning. I am not disturbing row 3. Now see how smartly I can finish the question. From row 1, I can take 1 plus a square plus b square as a common factor. From row 2 also I can take 1 plus a square plus b square as a common factor. So 2 times means it becomes what? Finally, what I am left with, just imagine, delta equal to 1 plus a square plus b square the whole square, that is एक फैक्टर आया था r1 से, दूसरा फैक्टर कॉमन निकाला मैंने r2 से. So left factors are 1 0 minus b, 0 1 a, left 2b minus 2a and 1 minus a square minus b square. That's it. Now simply open this determinant with the help of either R1 or R2. R1 से करें या R2 से करें. R1 से या R2 से open करोगे, so this determinant value becomes again 1 plus a square plus b square. So the total answer becomes ultimately like this. This already there. If you simplify, you will get the answer as 1 plus a square plus b square. Then powers are added. Then the final answer would be 1 plus a square plus b square whole cube. Answer over. It's so simple if you are taking the beginning step very thoroughly, right, very clearly. You need to rethink and need to revise this type of questions periodically. हम जितनी बार इस questions को देखते रहेंगे, right, daily basis पर, you will get that skill to think over like these questions. Fine. Now let's take the next question to understand another skill. Fine. Now from the same exercise, I am taking the question number 14. See how this question is free. मजेदार क्वेश्चन है, just enjoy this. A square plus 1, AB, AC, AB, B square plus 1, BC, CA, CB, C square plus 1. And we need to prove it as 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square. Again, it's a question completely based on your the first step to start. कैसे आप start करते हैं इस पर depend करता है. So, if I think logically, right? If I do some modification such a manner that at least I will be able to get this factor as a common factor from the determinant. For that, what I am doing, see, simply, first I am multiplying the row 1 with A and row 2 with B, row 3 with C. What I am going to do? फर्स्ट रो को A से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, सेकेंड रो को B से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, थर्ड रो को C से कर रहा हूँ. But when I'm doing this, I need to balance the quantity. That's why the entire determinant is divisible by 1 upon ABC. That is what ABC से divide भी करना होगा. अगर हम 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे. सिमिलरली अगर मैं A से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो A से डिवाइड, B से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो B से डिवाइड, C से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो C से डिवाइड. So I am doing these three operations together. Hence it reduced to what? A into A square plus 1, the first row, A square B, A square C. Second row, A B square, B into B square plus 1, B square C. C, C से मल्टीप्लाई कर हम लोग, तो C square A, C square B, C into C square plus 1. What is the use of this operation? What is the modification? है ना? इसमें क्या हमें benefit होगा? Just think now how logically this question is framed. From column 1, I can take A as a common factor. From column 2, I can take B as a common factor. Column 3, C as a common factor. What I am taking here? From I am taking A, B, C as a common factors from C1, C2, C3 respectively. If I do this, ultimately delta equal 1 upon ABC was there. When ultimately ABC come out, so this will be get cancelled. We are left with A square plus 1, B square, C square. A square, B square plus 1, then C square. A square, B square, C square plus 1. Now see, the question is now become very simple. What we are looking for? 1 plus A square plus B square. So how we will get it? By adding all the columns or by adding all the rows, because it become a cyclic question now. So if I do that operation, what I am going to get? What I am doing here? I am simply adding all the columns. C1 is going to change just by adding C1 plus C2 plus C3. If I do this, what I am going to get? Delta equal to determinant of 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square, 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square, 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square, and the rest columns are remain same. A square, B square plus 1, C square, A square, B square, C square plus 1. Are you getting my point? Hence, from this column 1, I can take this as a common factor, which is our answer. So, hence, I am taking 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square as a common factor. So, I am left with 1, 1, 1, A square, B square plus 1, C square, A square, B square, C square plus 1. Now you know how to simplify the question when we have all unity are the same numbers in a particular column. Just by applying the column row operation, try to make two zeros in that. So I'm just writing the operation here, or you may also solve this part by yourself simply by making two zeros and then expand it thereafter. So its answer would be 1. Once you do that one, its answer would be 1. So we are left with 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square into 1. Answer would be this. Over. So it's so simple. Just you need one clue in the beginning how to get into the sum. So sometimes you need a helping hand, and sometimes you may also think rationally which would be the better method for the solution. So it's not like that you have to follow this only standardly, but this is the ideal way. You may also get another way if your thinking is very rational and critical. If you got a better method, please kindly share your thought process with us. Right now, let's take the another sum. Now I'm taking the textual question again. Example number 16 from the textbook. It is example number 16 from the textbook. It is given that show that determinant of 1 plus a 1 and 1 1 1 plus b 1 1 1 1 plus c is equal to ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. Which also we need to prove that ABC plus AB plus BC plus CA. This is what double result. So ultimately these two results are same. अगर आप ABC से multiply करेंगे, so ultimately you are going to get this result. So first our focus is to what? How to get this result with the help of the properties of determinant. Now see, how can I get this? Simply, I required 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C as a factor. So how can I do this? There are several ways to solve this question again. Some people are trying to make zeros, maximum number of zeros कोशिश करते हैं because we have 1 and 1. इनको subtract कर देते हैं यहाँ 0 हो जाता है. Like this again to subtract करेंगे 0 होगा and then they are simply expanding. This is the ordinary way. But what the extraordinary way we have? See, if I do some modification in the beginning, it would be very easiest question for us. What is that? So to get 1 by A, 1 by B and 1 by C, what I am doing here, I am dividing the row 1 with A. What I am doing here, row 1 को मैं A से divide कर रहा हूँ. Row 1 is divided by A. Then I am dividing row 2 with B. Then I am dividing row 3 with C. So when I am dividing any row, particular row with a constant, I have to multiply the entire determinant with the same quantity so that it does not change the meaning of the determinant. So that's why the delta is equal to, I am writing A, B, C as a balanced factor. Then the remaining word would be what? 1 by A plus 1. If I am dividing this one with A, so it becomes 1 by A by A will be 1. So 1 by A plus 1 and then 1 by A, then 1 by A. Okay, and then what we have? Second row 1 by B plus 1, 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by C, 1 by C plus 1. Now it's so simple what we are looking for this factor. So ultimately we are going to get that one. Simple as that. Already we got ABC as a common factor. Sorry, already this is there. Now by simply adding all the rows and all the columns to one particular row and column, because these elements are again cyclic in nature. So I am adding column 1. I am just doing modification column 1 by adding C1 plus C2 plus C3. If I do this, what I am going to get is A, B, C and then 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. All are identical. And the column 2 is remain same. There is no change in column 2 and column 3. So I can take now this factor as a common factor from column 1. So ultimately I am left with, just think, delta equal to ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is a common factor from C1. So we are left with 1, 1, 1 as a coefficient, and then the remaining two columns are same, 1 by A, 1 by A, 1 by B plus 1, 1 by B, 1 by C, 1 by C plus 1. That's it. Now simply how you will proceed, there are again three ones we have in a column 1 and make two zeros by applying the row operation. If you simplify this with that operation and expand it, you will definitely get answer as 1. So only we are left with this one. So that is what the answer is. ABC into 1 plus A by 1 plus B plus 1 plus C. So this is the first result we got. Now to get the second result, multiply this factor inside. So what you will get? ABC into 1 is ABC only. If you multiply with second factor, A and A get cancelled, we left with BC. Similarly, third factor is multiplied, so BB get cancelled, AC and then AB. This is your second result. So we got both the results in simplest manner without doing much calculations in this determinant. Simply it's possible with the help of determinant, properties of determinant. So in this manner, you may proceed for critical and critical questions. It's only what we called as becomes easy when you do the practice more and more and more, because it needs pen and paper practice. Because you may also understand in CBSE this matrices and the determinants, these two chapters are counted as algebra. The unit name is algebra. So algebra means what? Basically it involves the calculation, art of calculation. Those who are good at calculation, those who are able to think rationally and critically, then only the student can become excel in this chapter. So that needs algebra always required pen paper practice. This is the simplest formula to become expertise in this concept. Now take the last question of this today's session, and then I will provide you the a set of questions for practice today itself so that you can do practice on that. Let's take the last question. Now what I am taking here, see, it's so simple. Right. What they are asking, right? Mm, Simply they have given the question as here A, B, C, A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, and then B plus C, C plus A plus B, which you need to prove it as A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. This you need to prove. Okay, show that this determinant value is this. It's again simply a very simple logic to start the question. If you observe the elements of row 1 and row 3, it's simply they will, by adding the row 1 and row 3, you will get one common factor. What is that? See, I am changing row 1 simply by adding row 1 and row 3. Just do this part and let's see what we are going to get. Delta equal to, what you will get as it is A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. And rest is same, A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, B plus C, C plus A plus B. So this simple one. Now you can easily see from R1 I can take this factor A plus B plus C as a common factor. So I'm directly getting this one, A plus B plus C as a common factor. I'm left with 1, 1 and 1. A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, B plus C. Means rest two rows are undisturbed. And you know how to simplify this by simply making two zeros. So that is what I am going to do. What is that? First I will change C1 by simply subtracting C1 minus C2. Then I will do the change in C2 such that C2 minus C3. If I apply these properties, what I am going to get? I am writing the step over here. So delta equal to A plus B plus C. If I do that, I will get 0 here. First, I am applying the operation C1. If I subtract these two, 1 minus 1 will be 0. If I do that part, what I am going to get it as C. A minus 2B and plus C. A minus 2B plus C. And here, if I subtract this C, C get cancelled, left with B minus A. In the same manner, now I am going to do C2. C2 operation. What is C2 operation? C2 minus C3. It would be 0. Then minus C plus A, it means B minus 2C plus A. B minus 2C plus A. Then A get cancelled, C minus B is left. The third column remains same. C plus A it is, sorry, C minus A it is and A plus B. That's it. Now we luckily got two zeros here. The only thing now with the help of R1 I am going to expand this determinant. So these are already zeros, so no need to consider these elements, only directly go with this element. So delta equal to, we are left with A plus B plus C into element is 1, its position, first element 1 into minus 1 to the power of its position is what? First row, third column. Then the sum of the I plus j will be 4. And the determinant which is left after eliminating the row and the column, we are left with this one. A minus 2b plus c, b minus 2c plus a, b minus a, c minus b. Now the only thing is what? Just solving this 2 by 2 determinant. How can we solve? Just by doing the cross multiply, criss-cross multiply. This product of these two elements minus product of these two elements. And this factor would be 1 into 1, 1 only. So hence, once you simplify this 1 from your side, you'll definitely get this factor a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So this factor will be obtained just by simplifying this 2 by 2 determinant. Hence, now what left? So this is the interesting factor in this question. If you observe, if you read, this expression is basically giving some hint about some identity which you have learnt in the ninth standard, right? A plus B plus C into this factor is directly giving this answer because this is the basically the formula of A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. So this is an identity based, right? So it's simply once you simplify the determinant value, it reduces to the shortest form, which is a required answer. This is a clue point of this question. C is a question which is based on the identity as a result. And nothing is difficult in this sum. You may also get the idea simply by adding, you are able to get a common factor. Once we got three ones, and then how to make two zeros by subtracting simultaneously. Thereafter, just expanding this determinant in a usual manner. Then the glitch or catch of this point, the solution will be the identity at the end of the solution, at the last step. So I hope you have understood how I have solved these 6 to 7 sums in this session as a higher order thinking skill question. You may also do the practice like this to finish the determinants concept. So I here expecting, even I'm requesting, I'm insisting you all do practice the 4.2 exercise. I'm just writing this practice for where you need to practice. That is 4.2 exercise from NCERT, and then go for miscellaneous questions or miscellaneous exercise where you will find so many interesting questions over there. Please do practice on that, and if you face any problem in that, please let us know. And thank you all of you. Thank you for watching this video, and keep on watching the next session to understand the concept in detail. Thank you all of you once again. Take care and be healthy, be happy.